Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another pick a card reading. So today's topic is, what does your pet think about you? Something different. I was inspired by a similar, the same topic that Avalon Intuitive did. So I wanted to do it on my channel as well. So I will link the video to Avalon Intuitive's video in the description box. But yes, so we have three piles. We have pile 1, which is this little turtle. We have pile 2, which is this cat. And we have pile 3, which is this owl totem figure. And then of course we have Luna here, if you can see her little foot. But yeah, I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to meditate on these piles and see which pile you resonate or feel called to, rather. And then we'll get started with the reading. Alright, let's get started with pile 1 and see, what does your pet think about you? Okay, so if you chose this little turtle, then this is your reading. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the Chariot reversed, the Emperor reversed, the Two of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so right off the bat, with the Eight of Cups being here, I feel like your pet definitely feels like you leave them at home a lot by themselves, or you're just not very as present as they want you to be. And they feel like with the Four of Pentacles being reversed here, they want a little bit more of your time. They want a little bit more of your presence, a little bit more of your energy. They want to be spoiled more. I feel like they feel like they are not being as spoiled as they want to be. But yeah, they definitely wish that you stayed home more. They kind of see you as kind of like flighty, like with the Knight of Wands being here, that you kind of come home for a little bit, you know, give them a little bit of pets, give them a little bit of attention, and then you're right back out the door. And I think like it's a little bit more chaotic than they want it to be with the Chariot being reversed. They just want to feel more, they want their home life to be a little bit more stable with the Emperor being reversed. And just like, yeah, they just want more of your time, more of your energy than you're giving. But I definitely feel like they love you for sure with the Eight of Cups being here. Like, the whole reason that they wish that you were home more is because they do love you, and they love being around you, love being in your energy. Like, Luna's sitting here the whole time while I'm reading, so I just feel like, you know, with her being present here, that's how they want to be. They just kind of want to be by your side like the whole time and wish you were just home. But when you are home with them, with the Knight of Wands and the Two of Wands, I feel like, you know, if you are feeling well and you're not too tired from being out and about or being busy with work or whatever it is that you do, they definitely feel like they have a lot of fun with you with the Knight of Wands and the Two of Wands. Like, you guys have a good time together when you're playing with them, or when you do pet them or love them, or whatever it is that you love to do with your pet. They definitely have fun with you when you're home. And that's just why they wish that you were home more. It's because they love you and they want to see you. I think when you come home, like, they're so excited to see you. If they're like a dog, then they like run right up to you. If they're like a cat, then they like, you know, they take their time. But I feel like they might like chatter or just talk to you when you come home. And Luna, are you... Sorry, y'all. I took the cap off this bottle and she wants to play with it. But yeah, like, they like to play. I definitely feel like they like to pet. I cannot give you this cap, Luna. I'm sorry. Please don't sit right there. I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, so they definitely love you. They want to spend more time with you. I'm trying to see if I get anything else. I mean, we are asking what your pet thinks about you. I think your pet is also really protective over you, and that's another reason why they want you to be home more. Luna, please stop walking across the cards. Okay, good lord. Yes, they're very protective over you, especially with the Four of Pentacles being here in the reading. And they want to be able to watch over you. And I think if your pet was to say anything to you right now through the cards that we do have present here, I think some person that you bring home to your house or whatever, they don't like. So just be very aware of that, like how your pet reacts to people that you bring over, because that's a clue. If your pet does not, if your pet is acting like weird. Speaking of pets acting weird, my cat is trying to climb into the box that my tripod goes into, and she's definitely too big for it. Anyway, so if your pet acts weird around anybody's energy when they come over to the house, like they hide or they, bark, or they don't, they act different than they usually do around people, then just be very aware of that. That might not be, I mean, some people's pets just bark regardless. So that the message not be for everyone, but just if you're aware of the fact that your pet is acting different around somebody than they usually do, just take that into account. Okay, so we have the Nine of Air and we have the Empress. Luna, can you not? Okay. Okay, so with the Nine of Air, it says expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, and sleepless nights. So yeah, I definitely feel like your pet has a lot of anxiety sometimes, and either they're just always anxious or prone to anxiousness. Like I used to have my family dog before she passed away, just kind of had like an anxious energy. So either your pet just has an anxious energy themselves, or they are what's the word? Good lord. They have separation anxiety. So like again, when you leave, they're like very kind of upset about that. They want your presence to be a little bit more grounding, a little bit more stable, and they wish that you stayed home more. And then also again, that's just bringing up the fact as well that there might be somebody that comes over that makes them feel a little bit more anxious than they usually do. But your pet definitely finds you very extremely nurturing. They love to be in your energy. Again, like I said, with the Empress being here, it's like they wish that you were a more stable presence, but they definitely do feel like you're a very, Luna, people cannot see. I just don't understand. See how clingy my pet is? I have been staying at home a lot more frequently, and I feel like this might be my pet's pile. Okay. But anyway, so Luna, she's like, either she wants to be up my butt or she wants to just mess around with everything and make a lot of noise. I don't understand. She doesn't usually make noise. She is up my butt when I do readings, but she doesn't make a lot of noise. Okay, back to the card reading. So yeah, your pet just wishes, or your pet definitely feels like you're nurturing, and they love being in your energy. Like I said before, with the Empress being here, you do dote on them when you do have a chance, and they really appreciate that. They definitely are enamored with you, pile one. So what advice would your pet give to you if they could speak? So we have take a break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. So of course this card would show up in the reading for your pet because of course they want you to take a break from work or from being out and about with others or whatever it is that you do that's making you not be at home as much. So they definitely wish that you were home more and take a break. Your pet might also want to get out of the house more if your pet is a dog or, I like to call them a portable animal. If your pet is a portable animal, meaning they're like a dog or a rabbit or like a cat or whatever, and not like a fish, your pet would like to go out more and explore. So maybe if you have a cat, like think about getting them like a leash, or just taking your pet to like a different scenery. I take my cat to my mom's house when I go home. She loves my mom and my sister, and I also take her on vacation with me. So just take your pet out. They would like to be out more and spend time with you in other places. And then we have the Great Gathering. It's all coming together, intuitive hits, and soul tribe. So I feel like your cat, again, they're very protective over you. They're very nurturing of you as well. And they want to be in your presence. They want to be in their energy and in your energy, and they want to watch over you. So I feel like your pet, if you're into the whole like idea of having a familiar, I feel like your pet is meant to be in your life. They're meant to watch over you, and they're part of your soul family, honestly. So if you have that connection to your pet where you feel like they're your child, or you have that connection with your pet where, yeah, it's just like a deeper connection than you would have with a different animal, you know, if you had a different cat or whatever, like, or you had pets in the past and you just didn't feel as connected to them as you feel as to your cat, or sorry, I just said cat because I have a cat, but if you feel as connected to like the pet, you know, that we're talking about here, I feel like that's because, like, again, your pet is meant to be in your life. Your pet is your part of your soul family, your soul tribe. Okay, pile one. Sorry that there were so many distractions in your reading due to my animal. But I hope that you enjoyed this reading and that it resonated with you. And if it didn't, check out one of the other piles. That pile might resonate more with your pet than this one did. I hope you have a great day, night, or evening. Goodbye. All right, pile two, if you chose this little red pinkish cat here, then this is your reading. And we are asking, of course, what does your pet think about you? So we have the Six of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles reversed, the Six of Swords, the High Priestess reversed, and the Four of Wands reversed. So this reading is a little bit similar to pile one, but just a tad bit different. So with the Six of Swords being here, and the Four of Wands being reversed, as well as Six of Pentacles being reversed, I definitely feel like, for one, with the Six of Wands, first, I want to address this first. Your pet definitely loves you, for sure, and I think you guys have a very good relationship. They're very attached to you, and if they're not that attached, they definitely respect you, and you know, if they probably come to you on their own time, or you just guys have just that kind of relationship where like you give each other space, but like they come when they want to be, you know, in your energy or whatever. But yeah, your pet definitely has a lot of respect for you, and they definitely, with the Seven of Pentacles, they definitely think that you are, they have that admiration and respect, and they think that you're like, your pet thinks like you're a hard worker, or that you do a lot for them. That's what it is, that they think you do a lot for them, and they admire, or they respect the fact that you I feel like you guys give them like quality, like things when you buy food, like give them quality food, or like quality toys, or just like you do a lot to like make sure that your pet is happy with the Seven of Pentacles, and they definitely are grateful for that. But they do think that you're like not as home as much as they wish that you would be. With the Four of Wands, they kind of feel like their home is a little bit unstable, or that they just don't feel as like grounded in that home. They could be like a new pet that I feel like your pet could be new. Like you guys don't have like that really tight knit bond yet. It's like they're happy to be with you with the Six of Wands. Like they think that you're a good owner, that you do a lot for them with the Seven of Pentacles. Like you give them quality stuff, give them quality food. But I think with the Six of Pentacles being reversed, there's some kind of imbalance with the give and take here. Basically, like maybe they aren't really giving you a lot of energy yet. Maybe they're just taking their time to open up, or you know, aren't home a lot and they are taking their time adjusting to you not being home a lot, because we do have the Six of Swords here, and I feel like that represents either that you travel a lot and that you're not as home, or that they literally don't have a stable home because they travel with you, or with the Six of Swords being here, this is a journey. Like you guys are on a journey to like creating this more intuitive bond here with the High Priestess being reversed. Because I feel like with the High Priestess being reversed, there is a opportunity here for you guys to have a more tight-knit, like spiritual connection, or like a more spiritual bond. Like or you know, they're also, for example, when I first brought home my cat and she was like a baby, like she was way more clingy, and then as she got into like her teenage years, she kind of got a little bit more distant and just wouldn't want to be like around me as much, and just kind of like, now that she's older, like she's way more clingy. Like she's back to like how she was when she was like a baby. So like I feel like you guys are on, maybe there's several different scenarios here, but I think whatever or which one you resonate with, you know, take the reading and go from there. But yeah, there's definitely a journey here between you guys. Like I said, either you travel a lot, you and your pet travel a lot, your guys' home is not stable, or like the journey to this deeper connection is like still being processed here. But yeah, your pet definitely wishes or is wanting for you guys to be closer, wanting for the connection to be a little bit more stable, wanting to be able to give to you more, but I think they're just haven't taken their time to like open up and to trust you as much as they can. So there is a level of trust and respect there with the Six of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, but it's still a process, it's still a journey for them to be able to open up to you fully, with the High Priestess being here, and for you guys to develop that more like spiritual connection where like you just can intuitively like have a conversation with your cat. Like, sorry, I keep saying cat because I have a cat. But like I feel like the majority of you guys do have cats as well. If you're watching pick a card readings, I feel like a lot of people who are into that stuff have like a more spiritual connection with their pet, and like cats are like the easiest kind of animal I feel like for there to develop that kind of connection with. But yeah, let's move on to the other cards that we have. So we have the Eight of Earth. Skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic. Going back to school. So yeah, I definitely feel like for a lot of you, this is like a newer animal that you have just gotten, and there's like a lot of hard work to be done to get to know each other on like the best level, like on you know, a level where you will feel like intuitively connected, and like your pet will literally feel like your baby. And you know, it takes time, it takes work, you know, for that to happen. Of course, sometimes it happens right off the bat, but even then, there's still more work to be done to where you guys can fully respect each other's space and each other's boundaries. So yeah, they also feel like, again, they respect you and respect the hard work that you put into taking care of them, and they obviously, you know that you love them and they love you as well, but there's just still more work to be done. And then we have release, the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. So for some of you, I feel like you have recently lost another animal, and you might have, I don't want to say you got a new animal to replace this animal, But I feel like, there was a void and you wanted to like fill it, or you wanted to go ahead and connect with a newer animal, or something in your life had ended and you decided you wanted a pet. And so, release any expectations that you have had before. If like you had a previous animal and you got a new one and you're kind of like comparing the two animals, release those expectations. If you had any ideas beforehand of what you thought this relationship with your pet was going to be like, release those. But with the spiritual transformation here, again, I definitely feel like there's an opportunity for you and your pet to have like a really high level connection with each other, where you guys, definitely feel like, I don't know how to describe it. Like you feel, give me a second. I'm trying to think. Yeah, so like if you can see in the card, like these two animals here are just, kind of intertwined here. So yeah, there's an opportunity for you and your pet to just feel like really like close knit and really intertwined, and for them to be like an even bigger part of your life than you thought before that they already were. But like for them to even be a bigger part of your life. I think your pet, it's like the same as pile one, where your pet, once you guys get to that point, I feel like your pet is going to be really protective of you, or just be like a key like part of your life, to where like if someone comes over and they're going to be like on high alert to like make sure that the person that is like they're interacting with you is like safe, and that they're going to protect you. So that sort of like connection, where like your pet is just like, literally like your child. If this is like your first pet, then it might be like different than you expected it to be at first, but like that connection is going to happen. I feel inspired to say that like when I got Luna, there was another cat at the animal shelter that I had been thinking about getting before I got her. And I brought my friend to the shelter to see Luna and to also visit with that cat. And she never ever like thought that she was going to have a cat. And she also like didn't, her like mom, didn't like cats either. But she like ended up buying the cat because they had a connection, and her mom ended up like being in love with the cat. And it's just like, pets can surprise you. So I feel like if you're still developing that connection with your pet, then, it'll happen on its own time. Especially if your cat was if your pet was in a place before where they didn't feel safe, or they've just experienced like some sort of trauma from, being around other animals or being around other humans, that connection, it can take a while to develop if your pet has already experienced some sort of trauma. So we have the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold, as the advice that your pet would want to give to you if they could speak. So I feel two different things here. For one, I feel like this definitely resonates with the message that I've been saying before, and that it's going to be like a rite of passage for you to develop the connection with your pet, to where it's going to take some time for them to develop that trust with you, to develop that, full respect, where they, allow themselves to be their full like personality around you. But then, and it's also going to be like a journey with them, with the Six of Swords, like I said before. And then for others, if you already feel like you've already gone through all of this of what I've been saying before, and that you're like one of the people where like you and your pet are traveling a lot, or just like things don't feel as stable at home, and that's why they feel a little bit distant, or whatever the case may be, the other scenarios that I said before. If you're one of those people, I feel like this card, the initiation, is actually talking about your pet wants to tell you, wants to help you as much as possible, because they definitely feel like you yourself are on a spiritual journey. And that might be why you don't have as much time for them. And they see that you're having like you're going through a lot of hard work with the Eight of Earth being here before. Okay, Luna. They appreciate your love. I promise you that. Anyway, so yeah, your pet sees that you're a hard worker, that you're working hard, and that you're on this your own sort of journey to get to where you guys can have more stability, to where you're able to give them more time. Luna, are you serious? No one can see the cards if you do this. Here, just sit here with me. There you go. No, just sit there. If you want to be in my energy so bad. No, sit down. Good Lord. See, y'all see what I go through? Do you see what I'm saying about her being clingy? Anyway, so the rite of passage is them saying that, this situation that you're going through, whatever hard times that you've been facing spiritually or just throughout your life right now, it's a season, and that soon enough you're going to be crossing the threshold, and you guys will have the stability, you'll have that Four of Wands, you'll have the Six of Pentacles, you'll be victorious. So your pet wants to tell you that, if that resonates with you more than you being on a tough journey to get to know your pet. Okay, so sorry about the distractions, pile 2. As I said, my cat is very clingy, and no matter how many times I remove her, she always comes back. So I hope that you were able to enjoy this reading, pile 2. I hope you have a good day, night, evening, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. All right, pile 3. If you chose this little owl totem, then this is your reading. And we are asking, what does your pet think about you? So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Cups reversed, the Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. So for one, I think your pet is very content and happy in their home life with the Ten of Pentacles. They're happy with whatever you give to them for food, whatever kind of house or enclosure that they're in. Like, they're happy with all of that. So yeah, they feel very lucky and very blessed to be like your pet with the Wheel of Fortune here. I think there's some issues that they're having. I think there is possibly a kid or someone that comes over that they're not happy with. With the King of Cups being reversed, I also feel like as far as just the you time, I think that's like present in all the readings. It's like your pet wishes that they had more you time, like being with you. But with the Seven of Cups, like, I feel like you give them like a lot of options of like ways to entertain themselves, like toys, food. Like, they're happy with all the options that they have of ways to entertain themselves. But with the Seven of Swords, I feel like either you or your pet is kind of aloof, and it might be just your pet. There's like kind of an aloofness here, like and opportunity for there to be a little bit more of like a deeper connection. With the King of Cups being reversed, I feel like you give your pet a lot of time, or I mean a lot of things, like material things. But as far as like your time and your energy and your presence and just like your love, they want more of that. So like, they're happy with all the material things that they have with the Ten of Pentacles. They're happy with all the toys they have, the food they have, the home that they're in, or enclosure that they're in. But it's like more, they want more of you, like more of the you time. So yeah, that's kind of been present in all the readings. I think all pets just kind of wish they had more time with their owners. So yeah, they might be a little bit lonely as far as that goes. They might be your only pet, like you don't have any other, any other ways for them to like entertain themselves with other animals. Or you might just be like, you might live by yourself, or whatever the case might be. They just kind of wish they had more time with people. So yeah, but for some people, I feel like there is like a kid or whatever that like annoys them, or just the energy of something else with the Seven of Swords. There's something in the house or whatever that kind of gets on their nerves. And then for some of you, it's a complete opposite. Like there is like a younger energy, a younger kid that they actually do enjoy spending time with. So it's like two different scenarios. One, there's a kid or just another person that they don't like, and then for on the other completely side of the spectrum, there is a kid in their life that they really like. So yeah, but your pet in general, one, they feel lucky and blessed with the opportunity that they have to be your pet. Like they do love you, they do respect you, they think that you're awesome. Literally, they think that you're awesome. They love you, and they love their house and their home or enclosure that they're in. They might also, I think, for some of you guys, your pet might be a little bit afraid of you with a Seven of Swords. That's not going to be for everyone, but I think your pet, like in general, might be a little bit afraid of you, and that's why you guys don't have as deep of a connection with the King of Cups being reversed. If your pet's like new or came from an abused home, or you have a small animal, like I have a hamster, as well as my cat, I have a hamster, and my hamster and I don't have this really deep connection as much as I had with like the previous hamster that I had when I was a kid. We don't have that deep connection, and I think he's a little bit afraid of me. So I'm still working on that with him, and I've had him for like a year, but he's like a dwarf hamster. So yeah, so for some of you guys, your pet is a little bit afraid of you, but they're still happy with the home and enclosure they have, and they still feel lucky. But yeah, so they're either afraid of you or someone else in the house, a little kid or something like that. But then also for some other people, you have a pet that is around kids with the Page of Pentacles, and they love being around your kids and stuff like that. They feel really connected to the kids in the house. So that's like two different sides of the spectrum. Okay, so that's crazy. We have the King of Cups reversed, but we have it upright now. And we have the Knight of Water. So there is actually like a lot of love here, and there's potential for there to be even more. So that makes more sense. I think for a lot of you, it's not you that they don't like with the King of Cups. Again, it's like a small child, or do you see her paw here? It's a small child or just an adult or something that they don't like to be around, or that, you bring around that they don't like. But as far as their connection with you, they trust you, and they think that, and they respect you, and they have deep love for you, because both of these cards are about being in love, having love, King of Water and the Knight of Water. So yeah, I said, for some of you guys, you do live alone with your pet, and I think now for other people, this is like a family pet. So I do think there are a lot of small children involved here for a lot of you guys that are watching this pile. So yeah, just watch your pet and watch, which person they don't feel as comfortable with, so that you can like work on that connection, and establish, this card, not being this blockage, basically. Work on whatever it is with that person that they don't like, or just don't feel as comfortable with, or work on establishing like your pet feeling more safe, so they don't feel like as aloof, or like they can't really trust whatever the situation is that they aren't as trusting with. Because like for the most part, they are happy and content here, and there is a lot of love here, and they're happy with all the options that you give them. But there is some distance with someone involved here that your pet just doesn't really like as much. Okay, so what advice does your animal want to give to you if they could? Soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So if you are alone and your pet is alone, I don't feel like for the majority of these people, of you guys watching that you're alone. But if you are alone, your pet wishes for you to not be. They want you to have more friends, more family, or just spend more time with other people. And they're totally okay with other people coming over or whatever it is. They just don't want you to be alone. But for the people that aren't alone, and you know that this pet is a family pet and they're part of your family, like they feel so happy to be part of your family, and they feel like, again, Wheel of Fortune, very lucky to be, you know, established in this home, in this family that you guys have. And I feel like they're meant to be there. They feel like, you know, they are your pet is a part of your soul family. And that goes for everyone. Even if, you know, you are alone, your pet feels connected to you and feels like they're meant to be there, and they're part of your life for a reason. And that they're part of your soul family. But they also wish you didn't do it alone, if you are alone. But again, if you have a family life and this is your family pet, your pet feels like beyond the moon to be there, very connected with you guys. And yeah, there's a lot of love here. But just to reiterate, there is something that your pet doesn't like when it comes to the Seven of Swords and the King of Swords reversed that was previously here, before we had an upright King of Water. Why did I say King of Swords? Seven of Swords and the King of Cups reversed. There's someone that your pet doesn't like, but for the most part, for the main owner, like, there is a connection. Okay. Yeah. So, I'm going to leave that there, pile 3, because I'm tripping over my words here. I hope that you resonated with this reading. And if you did, please give a like and subscribe. If you didn't, check out one of the other piles, or check out Avalon Intuitive's version of this reading that I'm linking in the description box. I hope that you have a good day, night, or evening, and I will see or talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.